What's up, guys? Sand7 here, and yes, I rolled the Cupid. That's right. 5 of 5 Flame Guard talent. Now let's just kind of threw a few rolls in there and got that, and have just kept it. I haven't re-rolled yet. Spent too many gems trying to get her. Or him. I don't know. Is it a him? Is it a her? Or is it just a baby? Why don't y'all decide? Alright, well, here is Cupid in the dungeons. I'm going to show you Dungeon Run. I'm going to show you Here Be Monsters Run. I'm going to show you an arena. I'm going to show you some raiding, because this hero, like Pumpkin Duke, is a starter in all facets of the game. It's because what Cupid does is buffs your entire team. Alright, now Cupid's about to proc now, and pay attention. What Cupid does when it procs is, first thing you'll notice is a little heart over everybody's head. That's kind of like the Pumpkin Duke little floating thing. But when she does proc, I'm going to call her a she. Why not? It looks like it's a little baby flying around and... and she twirls. Look at her twirl. Go twirl after Succubus. Yes. Alright, but when she procs, she adds energy to your heroes. So when she goes off, Spirit Mage right there was not ready to have that 5/5 revive and proc right away, but Cupid, well, Cupid gave it to her. And on top of that, gave the attack buff with it. So that's what this hero does. Now, let's go ahead and throw in some change in heroes and blah, 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 and ignore all of that, and we're going to move into a raid. Alright, now in raiding, you know, what is Cupid going to do raiding? Well, it's all about buffing your guys, and that's why this hero is so important. Like Pumpkin Duke, it's all those buffs. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Cupid in on the top right there, so she can go ahead and basically get her aggro, or get her proc up, to where she's almost there, and now she's coming in, looks like she's 80% or so. Bring everybody else in. I'm late on the GA with this. Yeah, the friggin' hero bomb got my Pumpkin Duke, but that's alright. So I didn't get to have the stacked with the Pumpkin Duke and everything else, but I did get it stacked with everything else, and what you can see is Cupid and Spirit Mage are running together. They have very, very similar speed. They go after very similar targets, and, you know, I like that. Now, okay, so what about Reaper? What if I put Reaper in with all of them? We'll find out next raid, because from here, this one's pretty much over. Would have had a flawless raid, minus just the slow reaction for me putting GA in a well-placed hero trap. So, that's alright. Let's go ahead and speed it up. Go ahead and get by here. And what we're going to do is take out Pumpkin Duke, throw in the Reaper, and let's just go 3 floating guys. And, of course, Thunder guys. It's Thunder God. He's got to start. You got to have your healer and Druid, so Druid's going to start. But I want to see what 3 floaters will do. You know, alright, well, here we go. We're going to go ahead and drop Druid's going to be my tank right here. And, well, from there, we're going to just go ahead and use that Fervor and play Ring Around the Rosie, because this is one of them circle bases. And which way are we going? We going left? We going right? Looks like we're going on the right side. We're going top side. All right, go ahead and get that Frenzy out there. Everybody just starts flying through. And there, remember, no Pumpkin Duke, so no buff from there. I go ahead and lead Thunder God with that Restoration spell. And here I'm like, okay, I need to get the GA in. Oh, I was so close to being able to get everybody I needed. It should have gone a little farther right. End up losing Thunder God. But that's alright, because Cupid procs. That buffs everybody. And from there, well, it's just mop-up time. Now, this hero, Cupid, will it be good in the arena? Yeah, it's going to be. Now, I don't have an arena talent for Cupid, because one of the things you'll notice, alright, Cupid has average speed. And that means basically it's going to stay with Spirit Mage, which is fine. It's doable for the arena. But if you're going to have that, you're going to want either a really high level Berserk or, you know, Revitalize, of course, for the arena. Now, also, Sprint would probably be pretty good here, and I would love to have a sprinting Cupid. Now, unfortunately, all the matches that I have for you, you can see the speeds right there at everyone's normal speed, no one's sprint for the last 3, and it's pretty slow. I did drop way back in the arena, just been very dormant in it, but what you're going to see is when Cupid procs, it takes her a while, because it's 1.2 attacks for every, I'm sorry, 1 attack in every 1.2 seconds. That's a long time, because it takes 7 attacks to get to a proc. So you're looking at more than 8 seconds for, you know, for her to go off and buff your entire team. That's a long time, as opposed to your standard heroes, which is 7 seconds. You get off 1 attack every second. You know, that's your Druid, that's your Spirit Mage. Now, if I could get a Revite or a Sprint, Cupid would make my squad a DPS powerhouse. Meaning that if you don't put something like an AC in my lane, you're not beating me. So that's something I'm going to kind of look into and see what I do towards that talent right there. But for now, I'm just going to kind of enjoy Cupid and see what all, play around, see what other talents might work with it, because, I believe there are some other talents that could be fun with Cupid. Now, here's the last arena match right here, and unfortunately, I didn't run into anyone, because one of the things I really, really do want to test is Pumpkin Duke with Cupid, with the Reaper, and with Spirit Mage, and with Druid, have them all go off at the same time, to get all those buffs together, and then watch the other guys on the other side, just the life drained out of them. Because you're going to have Reaper draining, you're going to have Spirit Mage hitting with that proc, and they're going to be buffed by Druid's Energetic, by Cupid, they're going to be buffed by Pumpkin Duke. That's a lot of buffing. And that's what Cupid brings, is this just extra component of attack, which is just awesome in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the Here Be Monsters, and, well, I'm farming Wave G. I've subbed out Pumpkin Duke because he is capped at 120 for Honor Badge reasons, and I'm running 5. No garrisons. Alright, about Honor Badges. Hopefully, and maybe I did hear something about maybe being some changes implemented to kind of help the bottlenecking of Honor Badges in this game, because it is a problem all over the place. I think we all know it's a problem, and I believe IGG knows it's a problem as well, and maybe the next update, maybe even the update with the Might rewards, which I am so looking forward to, and you can see that I'm working towards that 35,000 in Might, trying to keep my Might as high as possible. But, well, here in this Here Be Monsters, you're going to see that, Cupid is acting as my buffing guy as opposed to Pumpkin Duke, because, alright, well, Cupid doesn't make my guy swing any faster to proc more. Cupid adds energy, which in essence does the exact same thing Pumpkin Duke does towards getting your guys to proc more. Because really the goal in Here Be Monsters is to have Thunder God proc over and over again. I mean, really, that's all it is. If you can have Thunder God procking more often, you're going to do well. You can see him proc there. Now, if you have Cupid and Pumpkin Duke and Thunder God in there, which is the way it should be, my best setup possible is going to be probably subbing out the Reaper to put in Pumpkin Duke. And that way, it's going to be Spirit Mage and Thunder God just going off left and right. They're going to be getting to their proc continuously. They're going to be hitting that much harder. And, well, G5 going down very, very quickly. Once I get my heroes leveled up properly, it might be time to design and try to start farming H. That's going to be in maybe a few weeks, but we'll see. For now, G's going down easily as ever. Good experience. Take the 40 shards all day long. And here's one more look at my Cupid. You can see right there, there's the Flame Guard. And I gotta say, it's not a bad talent, because Cupid is, a really HP heavy hero. So to add to that, it works. It's not perfect by any means, but really, I need to get that Cupid's arrow up to 5 of 9, 4 of 9 as quickly as possible. Alright, well, that's it for this video, and just scroll through real quick because I'm getting so close to that 1 million, and for that 35,000 Might bonus. But, alright guys, this is just the first kind of sneak preview, whatever you want to call it, review on Cupid. Hope you enjoyed it. Sans7 out.